Good evening, everyone. The NBA season is still young, but there's a buzz in the air for this game of the NBA Cup. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Memphis Grizzlies. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Wednesday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against Scotty Barnes.
And that game against Brooklyn, that one might be worth keeping an eye on. It's always a great matchup when those two face off.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got Lucas. Jackson is out there with Abdul Rauf. Then it's Dandridge, and it's Cowens in at the 5. And for Utah, we've got Chamberlain, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Garnett, and it's Chenier in at the 2-guard spot. Well, GA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
Now, here's SGA. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And a steady presence out there. Gilgeous-Alexander keeps his cool when the shot clock's running down.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Garnett with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Garnett inside. Defended by Lucas. And Garnett misses. About a minute played so far here in the first. To the inside. Pass to Dantley. Here's Chenier. And here's Garnett, defended by Lucas. And Garnett, that's good.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Here's Abdul Rauf, outside Jackson. No good on the triple. Here's Chenier, guarded by Jackson. Chenier's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Cowens. He had 15 points last outing. Jackson has the open look. Drills the three-pointer.
The calling card of Jimmy Jackson. A fantastic jump shooter. Always looking to fire.
Garnett outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, it's Garnett with the assist that time.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And that one is good.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Here's Abdul Rauf, following the score by Kevin Garnett. Jackson passes to Cowens. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here's SGA. Garnett with a screen on Abdul Rauf. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by SGA.
And one of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
Here's Dandridge. Pass to Cowens. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Now here's Garnett. His last outing, he had 8 points. Bucket is good. 8 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Here's Dandridge. Right side Jackson. 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. Utah with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies. Now, here is Chamberlain. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Dandridge. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Dandridge has got his second basket of the game. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Outside Jackson. "11 feet away, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Garnett. Chamberlain with a screen on Abdul Rauf. SGA passes to Chamberlain. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
All right, I'm just getting this my headset. I'm told we have Shams Charania, our 2K insider, on the line. He's not with us, and some important NBA news. Hey, Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Kevin. Right now, the buzz is about Nashville and their trade with Dallas. Their fans are going to be excited with this deal because Trae Young has a flair for the dramatic. He makes impossible shots, highlight reel passes. His confidence never wavers, and I'm told he really believes he's going to be able to succeed moving forward, and that truly rubs off on his teammates.
Thank you for the insight, Shams. Much appreciated. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball, and it's good. 2 points.
I'll tell you, with those long strides, Tatum gets up court in a hurry.
Halliburton outside. And he could not hit that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Utah.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And the Grizzlies choosing to move forward with Coach Islo to head their program. Stan, after he took over as interim head coach late last season.
Yeah, the first Finnish-born head coach in the NBA. He was a rising star coaching in Europe, now trying his hand in the best league on the planet.
And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball up until last year. The Jazz, the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is, he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability. to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
And sometimes, Stan, lost in everything he has done for his team, Jason Tatum is one heck of a playmaker.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what happens to guys like Tatum when they come into the league is because he can score the ball, and that's such an important skill, we tend to focus on the scoring. But Jason Tatum has become a better playmaker in his time in the league. He's become a better defender and a better rebounder. This guy excels at everything.
And it goes down 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Pass to Griffith. Jacks up a three. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Oh, that's blocked. Here's Halliburton, guarded by Tatum. Here's Collins. Missed inside.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Another miss by SGA. Here's Griffith. And it's Utah with the rebound.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Lucas against Tatum. 13 feet away. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Dandridge. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. While we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 1. And, of course, Jason Tatum.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Rondo with the ball. Now Tatum, 5 on the clock. Rondo can't get it to go. Here's Jackson. Outside for Halliburton. Another shot. That one off the back iron and out.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Guys?
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now Ginobili. Following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McDyess a screen. There's the lob to the hoop, and the dunk by McDyess.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Outside Rondo. 9 feet out, and Chamberlain gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. Chamberlain got 6. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Jazz. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. McDyess is out there with Johnson. Then it's Halliburton. And there's Jackson. And it's Griffith in at the 3 slot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And now look at Jason Tatum here, coming off a terrific season. 5th in scoring. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite. Now here's Ginobili. Outside for Rondo. Rodman passes to Rondo. Over Johnson. The shot by Rondo is no good.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest. Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And here's Rondo. Grizzlies making the shot. Pass to Ginobili. Chamberlain down low. McDyess is there. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. Johnson dishes to Jackson. Inside. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from McDyess.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Down low, here's Chamberlain, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists in the game. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Jackson. Back to Halliburton. Rondo with the steal. To the middle, looking for Ginobili. He gets it there.
He takes advantage of him in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. for Memphis. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Halliburton. Takes a three. Rebound, Utah. Chamberlain got 4 rebounds in this game. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts than cutting.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power. Hammering down the two-hand slam. Halliburton on the wing. Halliburton converts inside.
An effortless finish from Halliburton. The defense has to be more aware down low.
Chamberlain a screen. Pass to Ginobili. Now Chamberlain. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Nick Dice. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Halliburton. Chamberlain with the block. And they'll keep possession. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Now here's Ginobili. To the paint. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Jackson kicks to Halliburton. Back to Jackson. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Rodman. Tatum finds Ginobili. Here's Chenier. Hasn't made one yet. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. A rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Memphis. Pass to Abdul Rauf. And here's Halliburton. Off target from three-point range.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Rodman. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Manu Ginobili. The Grizzlies making a switch here. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Halliburton outside. Pass to Collins. one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low and stolen by Lucas. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Pulls up from the corner. The shot by Abdul-Rauf is no good. Jazz leading by 9. Inside, Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Will keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive. Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to Jackson. They set the pick. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Garnett the pass to SGA. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Outside Jackson. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Outside for Halliburton. Here's Cowens. Rebound, Utah.
Now we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. Checked in. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. In third, the Grizzlies.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Now, here's Johnson. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's Garnett finishing it off.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Here's Abdul-Rauf. Pass to Cowens. Here's Griffith. The 3. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Here's Chenier. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And that one's good. Griffith.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that. But he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Back to SGA. Abdul-Rauf against SGA. Abdul-Rauf, the pass to Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander against Abdul-Rauf. Rodman grabs the rebound. Rodman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Chamberlain. Garnett against Lucas. And Garnett, that's good. Garnett's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Garnett against Lucas. Johnson outside. Here's Collins. Fires away from outside. Garnett grabs the board.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Now, here's SGA. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
A strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
.59 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Abdul Rauf. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
SGA passes to Chamberlain. Here's Chenier. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. Chenier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Shot clock at 6. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And so it's Utah, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, you know, I'm a busy man, Ernie. You know, I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas. We got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not going toward their defense. Problem is their offense. Can't keep up with those guys. So the D has to pick up the slack, or this thing is over.
Man, you know they're getting an earful right down in that locker room. We'll see who's listening.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there for sure. All right, John, we thank you very much for that report. Garnett is out there with Chamberlain. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dantley in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. So it's the Grizzlies now after the basket by Utah. Pass to Jackson from the arc. Sinks the triple. Jackson's got 10.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Garnett outside. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. There's the steal. Dandridge against SGA. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's Collins, guarded by Chamberlain. The shot by Collins, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Dantley is an impressive scorer. He's a swing man who can take over games all by himself.
Utah shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And here is Lucas. Nothing on the board. Jackson drives in. Collins. Chamberlain with the block. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Abdul-Rauf covering.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Grizzlies have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. There's the pick. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Rebound, Utah. Chamberlain got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Now, here is Chamberlain. 18 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. And it's denied. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And for Memphis, they're shooting 39% from the floor at their best. And the basket by Jackson.
And Jackson is a known sniper, someone who is quick in how he gets his shot off and a reliable wingman.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans, don't we? Thank you, Allie. Here's SGA. Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Garnett. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with the triple. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Jackson passes to Cowens. To the middle, here's Dandridge, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him.
Garnett with the screen for SGA. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. In third, the Grizzlies.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Pass to Jackson. To the inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Chenier. Good. It's Garnett with the assist that time. Garnett's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Utah Jazz?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Jazz have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Nice ball movement by Utah. Back to Garnett. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point land. Grizzlies with the rebound. Cowens has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Abdul-Rauf, the pass to Cowens. Pass to Abdul-Rauf. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Looking now at some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's coming off an excellent season. 5th in steals, and he was just a machine at the charity stripe. Top 5 in the league in free throw percentage.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Tatum, he's checked in for Utah. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Halliburton's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Tatum. Oh, the power on that throw-down.
Wow. That's a big-time move by Jason Tatum. I don't know how many style points you give him on that one.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Tatum against Dandridge. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Halliburton with it. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
That's good from Halliburton.
And at 6'5", Halliburton possesses great size at his position, which he uses so well to exploit mismatches.
Second free throw, no good.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
And here's Jackson after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. 6 to shoot. Pulls up, high post. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Jazz have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. The shot's good by Chamberlain.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Jackson. 12 points for him. Collins passes to Halliburton. Jackson from long range. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Down low, here's Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
An unpredictable guard. Halliburton has a great feel for when to score and when to pass.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lucas kicks to Halliburton. From past the arc. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Now here's Jackson. Chamberlain with the rebound. The Jazz on offense. They're on a 17-5 run. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Tatum's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz. Now Halliburton. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. SGA's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
And the shot goes down. Jackson's got 14 points for the game.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Outside Tatum. Here's Garnett. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Halliburton against SGA. Looking to get it going. Halliburton, no good. Utah's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Tatum on the wing. He's in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot.
Back to Halliburton. Five to shoot. 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jump.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
Here's Collins. He has 6. Crafty move. Chamberlain with the block.
Well, for him, this has been a quarter to forget. He is not helping them close the gap.
It's tipped, and they're able to recover. 8 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Halliburton. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Halliburton is out there with Abdul-Rauf. Then there's McDyess. Then it's Johnson. And it's Cowens in at the center filling out the middle. Now here's Rondo. In the corner, it's Rodman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Tatum for 3. Misses. 4th time against 7 makes for this game. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Halliburton passes to Cowens. Great D that time from Tatum. Jazz shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Now here's Rondo. Outside Tatum. Mutombo sets a screen. Tatum's shot is off. And for Memphis, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Abdul-Rauf, the pass to McDyess. Here's Cowens, and he jams it with authority.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Tatum gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so here's Memphis. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Johnson, a wide open look. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. Tatum against Johnson. Tatum no good. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Outside for Halliburton. Great, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
There's no argument that Tatum's at his best when he's distributed.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Abdul-Rauf. And the 3 off target. Utah has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Picked off in midair. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul.
Rajon Rondo.
That's his first foul. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Dandridge just checked in.
Substitution for the Grizzlies, number 10, Bob Dandridge.
Ginobili against Abdul-Rauf. 5 on the clock. Halliburton for 3. Good D by Rondo. So it's the Jazz now. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And that one, good.
And the touch from Ginobili. So clever and confident on the interior.
Halliburton passes to Cowens. Here's Abdul-Rauf. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And teams take more threes now than ever before. more than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. McDyess has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle, here's Cowens. Off on the layup. Jazz have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And it's Manu Ginobili with the finish.
Well, we see this every night now. Tatum has become an excellent playmaker, a point forward in many ways.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Abdul Rauf. And another miss by Memphis. Jazz have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Tatum kicks to Ginobili. Outside for Rondo. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Abdul Rauf. Back to Halliburton. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Here's Abdul Rauf. Back to Halliburton. Rondo with the steal. Here's Tatum. Finished off the break. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Here's McDyess. Halliburton right side. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. To end the cold streak. Knocked away.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
Ginobili kicks to Tatum. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
Lucas is checked in for the Grizzlies. Jackson comes in for Halliburton. Here's the screen. Jackson passes to Cowens. Here's Tatum. It's deflected. They recover it. And Ginobili with the slam. Here's Abdul Rauf. Pass to Dandridge. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Dandridge. 6 to shoot. High post. Jackson. The Grizzlies with another miss.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Ginobili can't hit. Memphis has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's Jackson. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And it's Utah's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Mutombo is screen on Jackson. And the basket by Mutombo.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Jackson. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Now here's Rondo. Mutombo is screen on Abdul Rauf. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Puts up a deep three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
3 points.
Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Utah's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Tatum on the wing. Dandridge defending. Tatum no good. Abdul Rauf against Williams. Here's Abdul Rauf. Pass to Collins. It's stolen by Mutombo. And here is Williams. Ginobili with a screen on Abdul Rauf. It's Ginobili on the wing. Dandridge defending. Tatum's shot is off. Memphis has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Jazz.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Here's Dandridge. Great D that time from Tatum. Williams kicks to Tatum. So it's Utah easily grabbing the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Thanks, Jason. This team is on a roll. Plenty of energy on the sidelines. How much fun are you having out there?
Winning is fun. Hopefully we can keep it up, especially at home. We don't want to let our fans down. We got the best fans in the league. And they give us all the energy in the world. So, we appreciate them.
Doing it for the fans. Thanks, Jason.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now we present our player of the game.